Before this video starts, I'd like to say that none of this is scripted, so just bear with me. Hi guys, it's been a while, and by I mean I haven't posted a long form video in a little bit over a year, which is crazy. I've been really busy and just haven't been able to make any YouTube content or any ideas. I apologize for any background noise and apologize for my voice being muffled and my voice being quiet. I have like a minor cold right now, and it is currently, what time is it? Where's my phone? 1:51 in the morning. So, basically, the concept of this video is, making Hello Kitty Sanrio characters, I should say, as humans, which is a very fun concept to me. I've always loved the idea of making characters that aren't either human or redesigning characters or something, like, you know, and I have a bunch of these ideas, and I have a bunch of, like, little series like these that I'm planning to do, and so this video took me a long time to make, a few months, actually, primarily because I redid one of the drawings because I didn't like how the original one came out, and two, because I had to redo an intro, I had to redo sprites. I was rebranding my whole entire thing, making it clowns because I love clowns. Clowns are my beloved. And I had to just do a bunch of stuff and also sort of kind of reteach myself how to do YouTube stuff, as well as, you know, graduating from high school. Yes, I graduated from high school before I finished this fucking video. We love it here. So, basically, what I did was I just got a bunch of Sanrio characters, and this list is, like, expanded since I last rolled. You'll understand in a second. It's expanded a decent amount because I found out about, like, a little bit more obscure characters that are adorable and I love them. I wanted to draw them as well. So basically what I did was I took a wheel, so spin your wheel, create a wheel, and I took it, I put all the characters' names in there, and I rolled it, and the first character I got was Wish Me Mel, which I love. Wish Me Mel, she is one of my favorites. So let's hop into that speed paint. So yet again, I'm apologizing for the background noise. My dog decided that he wanted to snore while I was recording. So this is Wish Me Mel. Some information about her is that she is a male woman. She's a bunny. And I really like her. She's really cool. Her color palette consists of, like, pinks, blues, whites. We're gonna see a lot of white in this video. So basically, for Wish Me Mel, I wanted to make her chubbier, and that's because every single time I think of bunnies, I think of the Chubby Bunny Challenge from, like, 2014 or something. I can't remember. Oh my god, 2014. But I think of that, the challenge where you stuff the marshmallows in your mouth and you try to see how many marshmallows you could stuff in your mouth before you couldn't say Chubby Bunny again. I never tried it myself, but I always thought it was funny. But ever since then, I've always just thought of bunnies to be these chubby little creatures, and I love them so much. So I wanted to give Wish Me Mel a little bit more of a chubbier body, because of that. So, for Wish Me Mel, I actually had done her drawing already. I had done her drawing, and I had edited the video already, and I had done literally everything. I even did the fucking voiceover for it already. And, I found that I despised, one, I had only done the sketch for the voiceover, and two, I found that I despised the piece. I didn't think it fit her, so I completely redid it. Now all of the drawings in the series is going to have a full body, little bit like a minor pose, but it's gonna show off the whole outfit, the idea. And then there's going to be a pose where the character is talking to the reader, audience? I don't know. Sorry, I read fanfiction. And so this is what this is. The drawing I just pulled up in the corner was the old one. She was put in a maid dress. It was fine, but I just didn't really like it. So, I switched it. I kept her pigtails, and the reason I have her in pigtails is because the pigtails remind me of the bunny ears. Now, these are supposed to be purely human. They're not supposed to be animals at all. They're just supposed to be humanized versions of these characters. I wanted to make sure that it was very emphasized that she was a male woman. So I ended up giving her like a bunch of little accessories to make her look cute, because she's still adorable, you know? Like she's not gonna sacrifice her aesthetic for, you know, her work. But I still wanted to make sure she looked like she worked for a male company. So, I think the one thing I really didn't want to do, also, I do not know who the original artist for this image that I used as a reference is. If you guys could find them, that would be great, but I just cannot find them for the love of God. Anyways, so, I wish I didn't put her in heels now that I'm thinking about it, because I feel like, you know, she's walking around the whole time. Like, she has to walk around whatever the city's called, Sanrio City, I don't know, but she has to walk around this whole place and deliver, you know, letters and packages, and like, you know, that can be hard on a big, you know, growing body. So, I wish I switched that, but otherwise, I was actually originally going to give her a skirt, and I immediately decided against it, because I was like, well, I think shorts would be better, because, you know, it would limit chafing, and, you know, I don't know why I go so deep into this. I like the idea of character design. So basically I did that, and it's pretty much what I did for her design. I added a lot of bunnies, because I feel like if she were human, she'd obviously really like bunnies. Maybe she'd have like one or two bunny pets or something. I love it. Goals. And then I also gave her a little bag for her to keep all her letters in. I don't know where she'd keep her packages. Maybe this is just a day where she didn't have any. And now we're starting on the line art. The line art didn't go too bad. It was quite straightforward. I mean, it's line art. But it was very soothing. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. So I literally just wanted to make sure she looked like a male woman, but I also wanted to make sure she looked kind. Someone you could approach, you know, because she's supposed to be a male person. Like, she's supposed to, you know, you're supposed to be like, you know, hi, say hey to her if she passes by, you know, one of those types of things. But I also feel like she'd be moderately introverted, so I wanted to showcase that with everything. And I don't know, I quite like her outfit and, how I did it. Now, something about the heels is that I do think that they're fine. Like, if she had to walk in them, maybe they'd be fine. I'm not entirely sure. I have a pair of heels like those, and they hurt like a son of a bitch, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So we're just gonna go with the fact that they're really comfortable heels. Now, I wrote my hand hurts because my hand was hurting. I did a lot of these drawings during class, because I'm in an art class for 3 hours, because I go to a career tech school, or I did. Holy shit, that's weird. and so we didn't really do much for like 2.5 hours after I was done with my assignment, because this was earlier on in the year before we got our new teacher. But I believe I am contracting early carpal tunnel. I do a lot with my wrists, drawing, I play rhythm games, I play violin, I play video games, stuff like that. This part, I had to switch into the speed paint from the actual Procreate app. I do not know why. I don't know why it happened like this. I just lost the complete footage of me redoing, like, of me, lining all of this. Very confusing, very annoying. But thankfully it was just for, I think, this part of the lining and then, like, the first bit of color. So this shouldn't be like this for too long. Thankfully it didn't happen in the other, speed paint. But I'm still really annoyed. Now, here's the coloring. So, with Wish Me Mel, she has a, like, certain way of her line art being. So her line art's, like, very dashy and stuff. And it's brown. The line art's brown. So I wanted to make sure, I think I used a brown line art, but I also wanted to implement that brown somewhere else. So I gave her brown eyes. And then, she's paler, and I used yellow. I basically used a lot of colors from her original color palette that you can find in her actual character design, and I also used a lot of colors that I had from the drawing I did before. So it's just a lot of pinks, a lot of yellows, and a lot of blues. Now you can usually see most of these colors actually in the bag that Wish Me Mel has. Wish Me Mel has this huge bag. It's like almost the size of her body in the official art. And a lot of these colors are actually used in her bag, and then the rest of them are also used in her ears. So yeah. Now the blue isn't implemented as much as I wanted it to. But I didn't know how else to implement it because I didn't like it in the shorts. So I went with a darker pink, and just decided to roll with that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have made the bunnies brown, like a light brown, because I didn't want to make them white, like the bunnies and her hair or anything white, because it would have completely just blended into the, what's it called? Into the hair, and that would have been not okay. I think I ended up just switching them back to white anyways because I didn't like how it looked. And now we're on to shading. So for me, I do shading with one color, one brush, and I recently started doing this around the time I had started doing these drawings. So I was still a little bit new to it. The thing about me is that I don't really particularly choose a light source. Wherever I think a shadow's gonna land, I'm gonna put it there, which isn't the greatest for me. And I need to learn where I'm gonna put shadows because I've been telling myself I need to work on coloring and everything. So that's a little bit of an oopsie daisy on my part. But don't worry, I will get better at that. But the shading was pretty straightforward. It was just a pink color of shading. I had to do a few layers. Nothing too drastic, nothing too big. Quite fun. And I also made sure I shaded her hair properly. And everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go now and I'll jump back in once the background's starting to be worked on. So I just got reminded that I didn't record the background, but there is one. So once I'm done with filling in this bubble, you'll see the finished piece, which I'm very proud of. I really like it. I put a little picture of Wish Me Well in the corner. Yeah. So, surprise, surprise, the next character I got was Hello Kitty. This was not rigged. I don't know what the odds of that are. And I don't know how to find out. I'm bad at math. Anyways, so some stuff about Hello Kitty is she is the head of Sanrio, basically. The person who jump-started everything. She's the oldest out of all of the characters, if I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. And she is very near and dear to me. Fun fact, this is a fact that everybody hates when they hear about it. Hello Kitty isn't a cat. She never was. She's a little girl in a fucking cat costume, and it freaks me out. I never want to accept it, so I just don't. I mean, what does that make everyone else? Also in costumes? I mean, fucking Cinnamon Girl could fly with its tail. Anyways, the logic isn't logic, eh? Anyways, so, I really like Hello Kitty, and, some of her, staple colors could be white, pink. She has a bunch of different versions of her. There's, like, a pink version, and there's the version that I know and love, which is the red, yellow, and, blue version, and that is my favorite of hers. I don't know, it gives me so much nostalgia, and I love the colors together, so that's the one I put her in. Yet again, we're doing the pose on the side with the reaction pose to the audience, and Hello Kitty is basically being like, oh my goodness, are you okay? Now, for Hello Kitty, I wanted to make her more tall and lanky, because that's just when I think about her, I think about her as being like a tall person. She's very extroverted, very nice, so I wanted to make sure that she looked very, out there, like, oh, hey, are you alright? Very approachable, more approachable than Wish Me Mel is, I feel like she's a very caring person and everything, and so that's what I tried to do for Hello Kitty. Now for her clothes, I actually got a lot of the clothes inspiration from I think this one image. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I loved the idea of her having a cat hood, and it just would not escape my fucking brain. Obviously I put her in her, staple fucking overall dress. I did not forget about that. Do not think I forgot about that. She has like a hoodie underneath. I gave her a bunch of bows. She has a bunch of bows, and I made sure she did. And then she has a lot of like fluff and stuff around her, like the things. She also has tights on, and I gave her like winterish boots to stomp around in. I feel like she'd just have a lot of fun jumping around in them. I don't know. She's also living my fantasy because I love those boots and I want boots like that, and I've always wanted boots like that. I just could never find them because they're so expensive. So that's her like clothes. Now for the full body one, I had her hood up over her head, and then for the one, it was for the reaction one, it's down, showcasing her hair and all like her hair clips and stuff. When I think about like her having hair, I think about like the protagonist, Hoge, with like a bob haircut and everything. Like that's just, I think that fits her so well. And I also think like cats just remind me of bob haircuts, and I don't know why. I'm going to address the little black box in the corner real quick. My phone died while I was drawing this, and because I am annoying, I need stimulation while I'm drawing. So, because I have YouTube Premium, I opened YouTube and just watched a bunch of, I think it was like Has-Been Hotel TikTok compilations, I think. Because I don't have TikTok, I refuse to get it. So that's what that black box is there for. It lasts a decent amount of the speed paint, which I'm so sorry for. I was just too lazy to go and grab my phone charger and charge my phone. No, the phone was charging. I just didn't want to reopen it. So, I didn't. But yeah, I am sorry for that box, up in the corner. I am, now going to let the line art play out because there's not really much I can talk about there. Now on to colors. So I wanted to give her blue eyes. I do change something about them in like 5 seconds, but you'll see that in a second. But I wanted to give her blue eyes. I don't know, blue eyes just stood out to me. I guess, like, it's a very pretty color, you know, looking at it, and I feel like cats usually have these, like, really bold colored eyes, and I don't know why they do. It's a fucking phenomenon. I think there's, like, a science study on it, because Jesus Christ, what's happening here? But, yeah, she has these big, bright blue eyes, which I am very happy with. However, there's a twist with these eyes. I made her have heterochromia, because I thought that one yellow eye and one blue eye would look really pretty, and I know it does, because a character from a game I really like, Genshin, has a character with one yellow eye, one blue eye, and it's a really pretty form of heterochromia that can't happen in real life, unfortunately. But I thought it would be good, especially because I didn't know how much yellow I was going to be able to fit into the design directly. Because no matter how much I love yellow, yellow is a very big color that you should use sparingly, because it can be very distracting. especially when you're using either a bunch of warm or colder colors. Technically, blue could have been the distracting one because blue is the one that's the, like, the one cold color in this whole thing. But then again, white's there, and I know white's the void of color, but if I had to choose either warm or cold, I'd choose cold because white gives off cold vibes, okay? Don't fight. Like, you can fight me on this, but you wouldn't win. Anyways, so that's that. Now I wanted to make sure all of her ribbons were red because I always saw her with like the red bow and everything, so I made all the ribbons red, which was very important to me. They're all the same shade of red. I mean, nothing really else going on in there. Now, this was the problem I was having. A lot of the colors were blending together, and I didn't know what to do, so I tried to make the hood like a reddish off-white. Didn't work out, unfortunately. Wasn't able to, so I had to just turn it into a white. But I think it worked perfectly fine just because there was that bluish fur buffer. I also gave her shoes. Her shoes look like they're made out of jeans, and I love like that jean denim material. I just love how it looks like it's made out of that. Now we're on to shading, so I will leave you guys with the music. Now this one has a recording of the background. Whoa. So I chose a blue background because I think that was just the one that it popped out most on. And then I did the speech bubble. And then I did shadows. Basically the same thing that I had for Wish Me Mel. And they're just blue shadows. There's not really much to go off of. for that. I added her name in the middle, and that's my handwriting, not like my actual handwriting, but I drew all of that. I'm very proud of it. I also added a little picture of Hello Kitty in her, you know, that one outfit that I love. I want to eat it. And then I'm just adding my little flares, like the color to her eyelashes and all of the shines and everything. And I'm just adding borders and stuff. And I'm finalizing the piece right here, which is basically just me adding my watermark and my signature, and that's the finished piece. Here it is. And that's the last piece for this episode. I'll probably do a few of these, and there'll be 2 each. So I'm looking forward to that because I have a lot of characters that I'm really excited to draw. Do not worry, they will not only be women, they will not only be girls. If I get a guy character, I can draw a cute guy. I've gotten better at drawing dudes. So yeah, but that's the end of this video. I am so glad you guys were able to stay through this whole thing. This video is, I think, like over 30 minutes long. I haven't finished it yet at this point, but this video is really long, so I thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. If you were watching this video while drawing, I'm most certain your drawing's amazing, and have a great rest of your guys' day. Bye.